So this little beef with Big Meech and 50 Cent's been going on for a minute, and a lot of people accredit it to him taking a picture with Rick Ross, which it's much deeper than that. He wanted more control of the show. We know all this, and he came home thinking he was Pablo Escobar. He was going to strong arm 50 and violate their original agreement. They thought it was because of this picture, taking a picture with his enemy. No. Okay, it's a lot deeper than that. And he already knew that Big Meech might have been compromised, okay? But he had to destroy Big Meech now because Big Meech is trying to discredit. He's trying to take control of a show that he's invested 8 years of his life in. He's also spent a lot of money and time with Little Meech, and Little Meech has his career at BMF, and he can't do other shows until this show's completed because people need to see a full series and a full display of his acting skills, right? Big Meech came home and was very selfish and wanted to shine so bad he was willing to take something away from his own son to try to shine even more. He got rid of Tammy Cowens, and so Gene Deal made a big statement. He says, 50, you can't come at people. Gene Deal's the guy who was a bodyguard for Puffy before, and he would, and he's a renowned guy in New York for being a stand-up guy, and he was exposing Diddy before, and you've seen him on different stuff, he's very good at detailing those times. He knows a lot of people, and he says you can't take down Big Meech without paperwork. You need paperwork to accuse him of these things. Well, the paperwork's out there. It's just within different things. Tammy Cowan's interrogations and everything. Cuffy Gatling's case, who was a guy out of St. Louis that was dealing with Big Meech back in the day. Big Meech had dealings with him while he was in jail, and Tammy was the point person, supposedly. It says it in these interrogation papers, right? And if you read these interrogation papers and Cuffy Gatling's discovery, where he was allowed to cross-examine Tammy, the CSI, right? You'll see that she, if you connect the dots, things don't look too good for Big Meech. A lot of people have fallen back from Big Meech. You haven't seen one rapper give Big Meech money except for Rick Ross, who was a CEO himself. T.I., Jeezy, Gucci Man, none of these people have given him a package. You haven't seen anybody but a few BMF members, no solid BMF members, going and giving him a package of any kind, a welcome home package, right? Something's off. Well, here it is. So, Gene Deal did an apology. I'll play a little bit of it because I'm sure he wants everyone to hear that he did change his stance on what's going on here.
And he said, Gene, if I said it, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's
right here. Let me put it up right here. Start from the beginning.
I want to send out a formal apology, to my man 50, because he had posted something on the Instagram.
Now, 50 had posted something on the gram before, because Gene was questioning everything. He posted that and said, hey, Gene, if I said it, it's true. I'm not going to just come out and say something. Tammy's talked to me before about this. I know about this. But now it's at a point where we can't save face for the show. He's not going to let Big Meech run around like he's some stand-up guy and go try to do deals with other people. Even though 50 owns the life rights and everything, he still might try to violate that, and then 50 would have to go to court and all that. So he's going to shut it down immediately, make sure Big Meech is reduced to just doing club appearances for $1,000 instead of doing big shows for $50,000 to $100,000 and commanding these documentaries. Who's going to want to interview him after he's labeled for what he really is,
And he said, Gene, if I said it, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like from his mouth to God's ear. But a lot of the stuff was said and that was done. I did some research.
So, Gene Deal did more research and found out that, this is what 50 is referring to. Interrogation hearings, things that just don't make sense. Like, how does Tammy Cowan know Cuffy, Suarez? Why is Suarez all of a sudden calling Tammy for Cuffy's number? Someone's instructing something for all this stuff to happen. Even though she denies it in that interrogation, it's obvious. I mean, it's just painfully obvious that she was the point for Big Meech, and Big Meech was instructing these people to go through her. It was just, it's so messy that you can't deny it, you know. And like she specifically asked for a time reduction for Big Meech, you know. And how did she know to go to these specific DE agents that were involved in taking down Big Meech, unless she was instructed, hey, this is the guy right here to go to, you know, make sure you go contact Jack Harvey and talk to him, and maybe we can get this going and get my time reduced.
The paperwork, thanks to Art over out there in Detroit, thanks to the two DEA agents I spoke to, and what I found out and what
So he did his own research and found out that, and it takes a real man to apologize.
This is my own personal feeling. It don't look good for Big Meech.
Boom. So 50 Cent says, apology accepted. Here, let me put this up. He says, apology accepted. And then he details why. He says, apology accepted, Gene. Okay. I didn't know what was going on till Tammy told me what was up. When the pic with Fat Boy came out, she called and said she did all this stuff for Big Screech. He came home and told her she was not good for his image anymore. And that's why I said the biggest mistake he made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowan in my first post. Now, let's be honest. 50 already knew about this stuff. 50 is not slow, okay? It's just that now he can come out with it. She's kind of come out to him talking about it. Can she do this documentary? I don't know, because I read through the paperwork myself, and it's like, is she going to perjure herself? You know, we'll have to see. Anyways, just that's a quick update. Peace.